is more or less like, having time to prepare for the new season ahead. Unlike before, when it comes to, the NPFL, when the league finishes, there is no much, there's this competitiveness in this team. And those teams are representing us, on the continent. They just play mere friendly matches. They don't, there's no competitiveness in them, and they travel all around, Africa and play against teams that their league is on. And once you are playing against teams that their league is on at that moment, the competitiveness in your team is not at the topmost. These teams are playing week in, week out. They have the energy, they have the everything to burn. But you is just like you playing Messi preseason. So if this league is to finish, as at April, they have more time to prepare themselves ahead of the new season. And once the new season starts, it gets into the qualifiers of the competition when it comes to the CAF competition, and everything goes fine. At the end of the day.
Okay, one further road. The final, should I say, question on the NPL, our bridge season, regular season. Donald, sorry.
NPL, okay. NPFL. I think it's the NPFL.
I mean, the name.
Yeah,
branded NPL.
After the new board came on board, they still had to just stick with the NPFL because the NFF body, stated that it's only a congress, the NFF Congress, that can bring on board, the nomenclature, change of name. That is when you can have a change of name when doing the NPFL Congress, and the NPFL Congress hasn't been held, up until now. So
we can call it both, right?
Well, I won't abide with I won't say I'm abiding with the NPL.
Okay, you prefer the NPFL?
It is still the NPFL. Yeah, there is still no Congress, to change it, because the NPFL said it's only during the Congress there can be a nomenclature, and there's no Congress yet.
Yeah, so there you have it. It's all about nomenclature, NPFL, NPL, football in Nigeria.
Yeah, football in Nigeria.
Donald, in 1 minute, so we can go to other, stories with pertinence to the NPFL, the NPL, both. Yeah, which format do you think is the best to pick out the best team in the league?
When you look at both formats,
many would tell you that in Group A, Ben Insurance were unbeaten.
Yes.
They went on to the Super 6.
They were
exposed.
They did nothing.
Yeah.
So they were the best in Group A, but they did nothing in the Super 6.
You see, both comes with its merits and demerits. For the marathon season, definitely, you will see they get to play against each other. As such, their weaknesses can be exposed. Like then, you talk about the abridged version as well. A team can be unbeaten in Group A. They go to the Super 6 and they get exposed. At the end of the day, it's all about merit and demerit. I think, for me, it's whatever the club wants. That's why we said it's still a proposal. If they feel the abridged version is okay, then it's okay for them. If they feel it's the regular season they want, it's okay for them. Talking about which we actually make a team more competitive, or the one that will make us understand that this team is the strongest, I really don't know. I don't know. They just have to do their best, be it abridged or the regular season.
Okay, it's radio, not just on radio, because we are live on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. On Facebook and YouTube, the handle is Eagle7FM. On Twitter, it's Eagle7FM 1037. That's where you can watch Donald, Kayode, and Precious. Kayode, we know that Enyimba, the captain, is gone to Tanzania. John Noble, Tapoga it is. They have a new captain in the person of Olorunloke Ojo. New captain, new chairman, new era for Enyimba.
Yeah, going forward, that's a good one. Coming after we saw the, we'll say, I won't say shenanigans, but at least some ups and downs. When it comes to
you already said shenanigans.
Yeah, I said I won't say shenanigans. I won't say shenanigans because if you check the hierarchy of Enyimba, I'm sure most people don't know that they owe their salary, their players some amount of money. When it comes to player bonus, players arrears, they are owing them for a couple of months, and we call them Aba Giants, Nigeria Giants. It is not supposed to be. But now that I have a new manager, I remember that when Kanu Nwankwo was announced as the new chairman, and immediately he said that okay, fine, the boards, the board members, let's say the coaches, the technical crew, should reapply. There was this kind of fracas, in the stand that people were like, what's the meaning of all this? And now I think we are beginning to see the essence of what Kanu Nwankwo is trying to do, because most of these coaches, looking at their contracts, it's not really stated, in the contract. There's no binding figure. There is no lasting agreement between the board, the past board, and now Kanu Nwankwo is just trying to balance things up. Look at the stadium. Look at the state of the stadium. I'm sure most of us have seen the pictures, on the social media. It is not what we want to see, from the Aba Giants. It's more than eyesore. If there's another word to call that, it is more than an eyesore. Because how can a whole stadium of Nigerian Giants, African Giants, Eyimba,
they are defending champions of the league.
Look at their stadium. It's more or less like they are building weeds, for the upcoming elephants to come and graze on. At the end of the day, it is barbaric. I just can't keep on talking about that. But now that the new chairman is trying to fix things. Look at Eyimba, preparing for the Super League, and now they are going to Uyo Stadium to play their games as their home ground. They are going to adopt Uyo Tashi Stadium, Uyo Stadium. That's the Gospel Akpabio Stadium in Uyo. As their home ground, when you have a long-lasting stadium, out there in Aba, it's uncalled for. But now that everything is working in place, I think that will be fine. So now that their captain have left, that's John Noble leaving the club, and a whole host of players. I'm sure they've brought in some.
They won their top goal scorer for last season.
Yeah, I remember I told you that that's for me no news, because if you check the past 5-6 seasons in the MPFL, each top goal scorer at the end of the season, they jump ship. They jump ship
for Akwa United. Also
left. Achimene left. Before Achimene, almost all of them. There was Lokosa. There was Silas Owanko. There was Godwin Obaje. All of them, they left. After winning the top goal scorer. So it's for me, it's no news that Chigioke Akoton is leaving Eyimba, jumping ship. Even though at some point the reports stated that the club that he wanted to join didn't really buy the idea of signing him, even though Eyimba gave him more money. Now he's left with no club at the moment. But he can still come back to Eyimba, if everything can work in place, for the club. So losing the captain for me is no news. The other captain, the now new captain, starting captain right now, that's Olonrileke, fantastic lad when it comes to goalkeeping position. He's fantastic.
He's been there since 2020.
He's been there, in the league, he's been there, for quite a number of years. He's with the Super Eagles of Nigeria at some point. He was with the Super Eagles of Nigeria at some point, and that's good one going for Eyimba. So going forward into the CAF Super League, the CAF Champions League, all things being equal, Eyimba should do us proud.
Okay, let's leave the People's Elephants and move over to Rivers United, who were champions before they got supplanted and dethroned by Eyimba. They've announced the joining of Evans Ogenyi as the new chief coach. Donald, what do you make of this? Rivers United with Stanley Egumah, he now has another person to assist him.
I mean, that's a quality addition to the side. The manager of the side is someone who is very, very experienced, talking about Stanley Egumah. And now they've given him an assistant that is going to make his work easier and analyze things in a better way. So basically, you're going forward into next season for the MPL. I think it's a laudable gesture for the Rivers Bay side. They simply want to reclaim their title, which they lost to the People's Elephant of Aba, talking about Eyimba. All in all, they'll be willing to do better for them. I think kudos to the man out there. I hope he does well for Rivers.
Wonderful. Let's leave Nigeria and go over to Italy, where we know that for Gianluigi Buffon, he's announced his retirement from football at age 45, 28 years in the game. And Kayode, when we talk about goalkeepers of a generation, do you think Buffon is standing alone?
Yeah, looking at Buffon's career all through from the young age, from Parma down to Juventus, going back to Parma. No, before going to Parma, Paris Saint-Germain, coming back to Juventus.
Of Champions League.
Yeah, coming back to Juventus, down then going down to Parma. He has enjoyed a very, very good career all through the years. As a top-notch goalkeeper. Looking at the era that he lived upon. You can't. I'm not sure you put a goalkeeper ahead of Gianluigi Buffon. Looking at that era, no, never.
Really?
Never.
Okay.
Yeah. Like is it that they're on the same par? or they are lesser. You don't want to put anyone looking at the era, Gianluigi Buffon was. You never want to put a goalkeeper ahead of him. Fine, he didn't win the Champions League, but his exploit, once he's behind the goalpost, you can't just take it away from him. You remember that Italy won the World Cup in 2006. He was an integral part of that squad. That won the league. For Juventus, they won the league for how many years straight? Without any glitches. They won the league. From let's say 2004.
9 years straight.
Yeah. Even aside that, looking at the 2003-2004 season where they won the league, and they went to the Serie B because of some let's say some league aberration. Maybe because of match fixing and the likes that they did, and almost all the top players, during that era. They left, the likes of Zlatan Ibrahimovic, Zambrotta, Trezeguet. Most of these players left that club. But him, that's talking about Gianluigi Buffon.
So he's loyal.
Yeah, talking about Gianluigi Buffon, the captain as at that time, Del Piero, Camoranesi, all these guys, they stay put, to this team, and they came back, just one season down, and from there on, they won the league straight back to back, without any glitches, And he was standing number one. There was nobody. He was number one, he was number two.
When there's Buffon, nobody comes close.
That's what I'm saying.
You cannot take him away from that, should I say, area between the sticks.
He was number one, he was number two. You can't just take it away, from the big man himself. Yeah. So looking at his career, I would say nobody comes tops, during the era of Buffon. Is it that they are on the same par or they are below?
This person, Franz Corner, good afternoon to you.
Yeah, good afternoon once again, Benjamin.
Yeah, good afternoon.
I think God will bless you so much, Kayode, for your illustration on Buffon. You understand? Actually, I've said earlier much about Buffon, but the way you program it, you understand? It's just like a programmer. You understand? So Buffon, no doubt. You understand? I've never seen a goalkeeper like a Buffon from the younger stage to the time he quit the goalkeeping department. He is a good goalkeeper. You understand? There is no reason that he will not shine. Not that he has injury disturbance. No, Buffon is always there. Even when they won the World Cup, he is one of the persons that assisted them in that World Cup. With the Galvanizer and all those ones, you understand? He has provided so much player. If Buffon has a way of writing something about football, he will have many things to write about.
Yeah, true,
because
true.
he has seen so much player with him playing together, and they've left. Some of them retired. Even before 35, some they did not get to 40 before they get retired. And Buffon is just like a young chap. The only person I can compare with Buffon is Oliver Kahn. And Oliver Kahn too, he doesn't have 100% like what's it called, the Buffon. Buffon is 100%. He's a legend in short. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much, Falari. Just telling us that Buffon's, consistency is unrivaled. Looking at, his opulent CV, 28 career trophies, most caps for Italy, 176, most Serie A games, 657, most Serie A titles, 10, most consecutive Serie A clean sheets, 10, longest run without conceding in the Serie A, 974 minutes. He won the Golden Glove in 2006, was the 2017 best FIFA men's goalkeeper. Donald, anybody to rival Buffon?
For me, whenever you mention the name Gianluigi Buffon, definitely he's a legend on and off the pitch. He's a goalkeeper that has always been instrumental in between the sticks whenever he's being called upon. But then again, irrespective of how we are going to laud him, say he was good, he never had an off season. For me, I think he wasn't lonely at the top, just like Ashake sang. I think there were still goalkeepers. When you look at the past decade, we have goalkeepers like Pepe Reina, Victor Valdez, Julio Cesar, Oliver Kahn, Edwin van der Sar, Jens Lehmann, Peter Cech, David Seaman, and even Iker Casillas. When you are talking about goalkeepers, you can't look past these goalkeepers. I think for all of them, they can also rival a Gianluigi Buffon. He wasn't lonely at the top. For honorable mentions as well, you can look at a Dida. You can look at a Dudek.
Yeah, Dida was good.
You can look at Shea Given, Fabian Barthez as well, even Francesco Todo. These are goalkeepers that you can never look past them.
So wait, hold on. When we talk about your longevity in the game, your consistency, your competence, I think the only goalkeeper that you would want to put close to Buffon, maybe Casillas, because Casillas, sorry, Kayode, Casillas won the World Cup, he won the Euros, he won the Champions League.
Back to back
now,
to back.
I mean, what's his name? Buffon did not win the Champions League.
League.
Buffon won the World Cup.
Yeah.
Casillas won the World Cup with Spain
won
the Euros twice.
Back to back.
So
and
I mean,
Champions League
yeah.
also.
So
That's why I
but-
said
but-
he's
but-
not lonely at the top.
Yeah, looking at the names, Donald have mentioned. You mentioned
yeah.
a lot of goalkeepers. You mentioned Todo. Like I said, he took over from Todo and Zoff. One of the greatest Italian goalkeeper. Back in the day, those are the ones that Buffon had to rival when it comes to Italian football. But looking at the names in total, I want to say I would just want to signal maybe I would just want to pick
What's of Van der Sar?
Edwin van der Sar was something else under
yeah.
Sir Alex back then.
See, this is it. This is one thing about Edwin van der Sar. He was with Ajax, for quite a number of years, but he was there. He won the Champions League with them in '94 when the likes of Kanu Funidi, he was in the goalpost, back then. But his career didn't, really boom that way. Not until he was not maybe like.
That's because
40.
you can't compare an Ajax side
I think
to
it was around 40.
Yeah,
it was around 40. He signed for United. Not Edwin van der Sar was not young when he signed for United. It was around 40, let's say 38 or thereabout when he signed for.
Couldn't have been 40 because he was at United in 2008. Right now he's 52. Yeah, he couldn't have been 40.
But he signed for United at the twilight of his career, not
so he was getting close to the end
of his career when he joined United.
But for Buffon from age 17, Parma, 1995.
If that's okay, looking at the career, why the longevity, you mentioned the likes of Iker Casillas, this guy also started from the bottom and everything went on fine, same as Buffon. Then you mentioned the likes of Oliver Kahn,
even Victor Valdes as well for me.
All those
he
ones
was one of the most underrated goalkeepers.
Victor Valdes, Peperena, all those ones are behind. Even Peter Cech, is still not on the same par with Jalo.
I don't think they are far off.
They are not, but it's still not on the same par.
I don't think they are far off.
Peter Cech still fall below the standard of the likes of Iker Casillas and Gianluigi Buffon. I think that's the only goalkeeper I can play side by side, with Buffon. But Buffon is still on top of Iker Casillas for me. The likes of Valdes, Peperena, Jesse Dudek was just a one-season wonder.
I don't think Buffon was above Iker Casillas for me.
Because
for me, Iker Casillas
was
has
just
something that Buffon will always want to have.
Yeah, and Buffon did not win the Euros, did he?
No.
I don't think
Spain
he didn't.
Casillas won it twice.
And we all know that Gianluigi Buffon is actually obsessed with the Champions League and he never won that.
He had to move to Paris
Saint-Germain. He is obsessed. I mean, he himself came out to say it.
It was at the twilight of his career that he wanted.
Well, he wanted to win it.
He wanted to win it badly.
Even top players didn't win it. Zlatan didn't win it.
But they never speak about it like that. But we all knew. Buffon always comes out to say that, he wants to win it.
De Lima didn't win the Champions League even as good as he was.
Not just him alone. We have his Zlatan
as well.
Saying.
That's what I'm saying. So these players, sometimes it didn't.
Okay, let's hear from this person. 30 seconds. We have to take the news at 3. Hello, good afternoon.
Unfortunately, I have 30 seconds.
Yeah, sorry. Mabinu. Yeah, let's hear
Pele
you.
did not win the Champions League.
Sorry?
Pele did not win the Champions League.
Okay, yeah, true.
Garencha,
Yeah.
Zico, Socrates did not win the Champions League. In my own thinking as Nicolas, there is nobody like Buffon. Buffon is the only one in his class.
Lonely at the top.
Cannot be in Buffon's class. I'll come back.
Okay, thank you so
Okay,
much,
that's very
Nicholas. He believes that Buffon is lonely at the top. Nobody comes close. Let's take the news at 3. When we return, we'll sail across the waters of European football, preview the Community Shield game between Arsenal and City. Arsenal just won the Emirates Cup. Will they be winning the Community Shield come Sunday, August 6th?
Did they play the quarter-final or semi? I just saw that they were in the finals.
It's the win. I mean, City won the league, right? If it's that City did not win the FA Cup,
I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the Emirates Cup that Arsenal won.
I mean, it's for people should I say, teams that are sponsored by the Emirates. Yeah.
So they just played one game and they won the cup.
I don't think they played one game. Yeah, they did not. Because you can't just mention one team being sponsored by Emirates. I think AC Milan are also sponsored by the Emirates. Yeah. So, but I understand it was a short competition. Arsenal are the best side.
Obviously.
Sorry, did you do that to Bat? We'll be right back. Stay with us.
Ciao, 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 sei un boio da partigiano. Tu Welcome along, sports fan. This is the update on Eagle 7 Sports Radio 103.7 FM. Tournament debutants Morocco have defeated Colombia 1-0 and advanced to the knockout phase in a remarkable night of Group H fixture that has seen pre-tournament favourites Germany knocked out. The Atlas Lionesses began the brighter of the two sides, enjoying more possession and looking the side more likely to score. However, clear-cut chances were few and far between the first half. That was until Ibitsam Jairadi was bundled over in the penalty area moments before the break. Ghislaine Chibak saw the subsequent penalty saved, but Anissa Lamari was in the right place to poke home the rebound to give our nation a priceless lead and leapfrog Germany into second. Colombia had several fantastic opportunities to equalize in the second half, but Morocco goalkeeper Khadija El Rimechi was equal to everything thrown at her as the game ticked past the 100-minute mark. The South Americans couldn't find a leveler, meaning that Morocco, thanks in hand to Germany's 1-0 draw with Korea Republic, advanced in second place behind Las Cefateras. Twice former winners, Germany crashed out in the opening phase of the Women's World Cup for the first time after being held to a 1-0 draw with South Korea in their final Group H match on Thursday. The Germans, champions in 2003 and 2007, ranked second in the world, had needed a win to be sure of progressing, and Morocco's 1-0 win over Colombia in the other group match in Perth sent both teams through to the last 16. The Koreans took a surprise early lead when Cho Seung-hyun netted in the 6th minute, but while Alexandra Popp equalized with a trademark header 3 minutes before the interval, Germany were unable to find the winner needed to advance. A former Nigeria Football Federation presidential candidate, Bishop Ida Peterside, has stated that the Super Falcons of Nigeria will reach the final of the FIFA Women's World Cup if they beat the Lionesses of England in their round of 16 clash, which comes up on Monday, August 7. Ida, a former goalkeeper of the Green Eagles, stated this on a radio program while reacting on the historic qualification of Bayana. Edo Queens have officially announced the acquisition of Abe Peace from Delta Queens. The talented player is the second to be unveiled as part of Moses Aduku's master plan to bolster the team's lineup. The forward player Abe Peace is a rising star in the football world, kickstarting a professional journey with Delta Queens during the 21-22 NWFL Premiership season. Her skills and dedication were instrumental in helping Delta Queens secure a historic win, clinching the NWFL Premiership title last season for the first time in a remarkable 12 years. Great Britain's defense of their men's team pursuit world title ended in a crash in qualifying at the UCI Cycling World Championship in Glasgow on Thursday morning. Charlie Tanfield slipped coming out of the final corner at the Sir Chris Hoy Velodrome, and with Britain already down to 3 riders at that point, they did not set an official time and went out of the competition. Britain had been on course for the second fastest qualifying time behind Denmark and a ticket to the medal round prior to the incident. Tanfield had come into the lineup as a replacement for Ethan Hayter, who is out of this championship having been unable to recover from a broken collarbone in time and had been struggling to hold the wheel of Dan Bigham and Ethan Vernon as they upped the pace in the finale. French woman Alice Cornet, the number 6 seed, edged out Estonian Kaia Kanepi 7-6, 5-7, 6-4 to reach the quarterfinal of the Prague Open at TK Sparta Praha on Thursday. Kone, ranked number 65, will face German qualifier Tamara Kopkach next. The 33-year-old Frenchman won against Wildcat Lucy Havaliskova 6-2, 4-6, 6-2 in the previous round of the Prague tournament. In the previous round of the Prague tournament, Kanepi, ranked number 92, defeated Italian Lucrezia Stefanini 6-2, 63. And that's the update. We are Eagle 7 Sports Radio 103.7 FM. My name is Lawrence Unwachuku Maxwell. Good afternoon.
This is Eagle 7, 103.7 FM. Sports Radio.
I am Kadri Kana, MON, former ex-international, CAF award-winning coach. You are listening to Eagle 7 Sports Radio, 103.7 FM.
Muy buenas noches. Gracias por la invitación una vez más a los 15 grandes de Nuevo México. Empezamos con la colegiala.
You're still in Nigeria. Big thank you for staying tuned to Eagle 7 Sports Radio 103.7 FM. Right back for the final stretch of Fans Corner today, August 3rd, 2023. My name is Precious, the son of Boybe. The guys are still with me. Other members of this merry cast, there's Donald Senna. I almost said Donald Duke, but his surname is Senna. Welcome back, brother.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
Yeah, and Kaya is right back for the second half.
Hi.
Hi. Wonderful. I mean, one would think he's toasting a woman. Hey, what's in the eye? You're telling the listener hi. Can you imagine?
I'm telling you hi.
Why are you telling me hi?
Yeah,
I did not want to hear from you.
Yeah, it's been fun, during the first half of the show, and once again we're back, for the second half, and it promised to be exciting the way the show has been during the first part of the show.
Yeah.
So let's just continue where we stopped.
Let's continue this time from not where we stopped. Of course, we have to go to England, where we know Arteta has said Gabriel Jesus will not start the new season with the Gunners because he's out due to a knee injury. Kayode, Arsenal have Folarin Balogun. He's looking to get out of the club. There's Kai Havertz, who they got from Chelsea. Gabriel Jesus is injured right now. Do you think the Gunners should stick to the strikers they have, or go into the market, get a new number 9?
Why not just stick to the team the players that they have right now? Because going to the market right now, market is very, very expensive. So if you have to go to the market and just purchase a new striker, where are the strikers you want to buy in the market? If you want to buy any striker right now, even the Folarin Balogun you mentioned, they've slapped 50 million pounds on Folarin Balogun. That any teams that want to know Folarin Balogun for a fool, because we know that Inter are monitoring the situation between Arsenal and Folarin Balogun. If everything doesn't work out, Inter might just snap him up, and Arsenal has slapped 50 million pounds on him. So if Arsenal can slap a 50 million pounds on the Folarin Balogun, there is no way that you want to get a striker right now that you not spend million for a proven striker in the market. And so Arsenal should just stick with the players that they have. They have Eddie Nketiah for them, who did for me who did not bad when Gabriel Jesus was out injured during the course of last season, and now Eddie Nketiah can just did the 9, and you mentioned Kai Havertz in place. Also they have a Trossard also. You can play like a first first 9 up front, and everything can go. They have one goal scorers up front, not just scorer, not just
really
with number 9.
Born goal scorers. Goal scorers.
Yeah, Saka can give them the goals. Martinelli can give them the goals. Trossard can give them the goals. Havertz, Eddie Nketiah, all these guys can give them the goals. So why not just stick with the players they have right now, and just let everything work for them. So if you have to go for a striker, like I said, it's going to be very, very exorbitant. The money will be huge for them. Remember that they got Declan Rice for a huge amount of money in this same transfer window, and they brought in Havertz. Havertz also didn't come cheap. Let's say Timbers at least wasn't that year not there when it comes to the price, but the likes of Rice and Havertz did come cheap fast now, so they don't want to spend something huge for under striker, so they just stay put with the ones they have right now.
Let's stay put with this caller. Franz Corner, good afternoon to you.
Yeah, good afternoon again.
Good
guys.
afternoon.
Folarin calling back. I think on this injury to Arsenal,
okay.
I think this is an opportunity for them to bank on Kai Havertz. You understand now? As a matter of fact, they bought him, you understand, initially to be a supporter, in that they are striking the force. But now, so the ones man are lost, you understand now? So they just give him an opportunity to showcase himself. Perhaps he can be able to, just like Nketiah, if Nketiah and Kai Havertz can be able to, make a domination in the front, you understand now? They can still much go, so that the other, like Saka, can be able to operate from the flank to come in and all those things. You understand? They just have to be optimistic on the Kai Havertz report, because I see them playing Kabi. You understand? So they should just bank on him straight. You understand? Just to level things up. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much for Larry, not Balogun this time, saying that Arsenal should stick to Kai Havertz and Eddie Nketiah. Havertz got 7 Premier League goals for Chelsea last season, Nketiah with 4. Donald, now, we know you're a professional on radio, but try to come from the angle of an Arsenal fan. If you were an Arsenal fan, would you be satisfied and relaxed going into the new season without your, I would not want to say top-notch, but your natural number 9, Jesus?
However I want to look at it, Gabriel Jesus being injured, I think it's a big and a major loss for the Arsenal side. But then again, the manager of the side, I think I've seen, I've noticed talking about Arteta. I think he's a manager that doesn't really bank on one player to do the whole scoring for him. Especially number 9. He's a kind of manager that feels all the attackers can actually bang in the goals. The midfielders as well can also give you handful of goals, while the defenders as well can also chip in the goals out of the team. It's going to take the burden off the main number 9. So for me, I don't think Arsenal should be that worrisome that Gabriel Jesus is injured, although it's a big blow to the side. But then again, if Folarin Balogun that is more on the exit door, I think he can come in good. We also what Eddie Nketiah did as well. I think Kai Havertz as well can also rise to the occasion.
As a number 9.
I mean, irrespective of what he did for Chelsea, I want to give him the benefit of the doubt. I think he's going to come good for Arsenal. For me, I think Arteta has enough in his firepower to do well going forward next season.
There's the backup number 9, and there's your starting number 9.
That's why I said that.
Yeah,
You
this is
see, the attacking front can always contribute their own quota. Saka can give you goals. Martinelli, Trossard as well. Odegaard as well. I mean, one or two times.
What you guys are saying is that Arsenal do
well.
not need a natural number 9 to score goals.
Just look at
all the players can always come to the party.
Look at Man City before the era of Haaland. You know, when
they were sharing the goals.
When this guy went injured,
Aguero.
They were sharing the goals.
Yeah.
Sterling was phenomenal that season. Bernardo Silva contributing, Kevin De Bruyne.
But you don't think that is false equivalence, because you can't compare the efficiency of the City players with that of Arsenal.
And that is what Mikel Arteta is trying to do. When it comes to Spanish managers, they love to play. They love to play flamboyant football.
Yeah, look at what they did last season as well.
They don't play with
a point man.
A point man. It's more or less like everybody. You are an attacker. Once you're in the box, you're just posing the ball in the back of the net.
And also to buttress what Kayode said, then I mean, if Arsenal want to go for a striker right now, they're definitely going to. They aren't going to come easy. I mean, look at what United is actually splashing on Rasmus Højlund.
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't come easy.
Even that young boy scored, I think, was it 7 league
9
goals?
Yeah,
for
he hasn't really caught it in world football this season now. So I think they should just stick with what they have.
Arsenal, stick to what you have. Let's hear from the fans. Maybe they do agree. Knock, knock. Who is there?
My brother.
Yeah.
This is Nicolas.
Yeah, my brother. Welcome to the broadcast.
I like the word you use, efficiency.
Yeah.
Those Man City boys, they be footballers, though. When Max enter 80 minutes, you go nobody be senior player. Why do you think Xavi bought Lewandowski? This Arteta himself, maybe from the Barca manual, they try play free-flame football. And there was a reason Guardiola had to go and buy a Norwegian. Do you think these Spanish coaches think that if you are a Norwegian, you are a fine player? In this European football, there's a way these Brazilians, Argentines, or South Americans, and Spanish people see themselves. So, they see, you get what Haaland do for Man City in the last game. We Pep no see for anybody in the past 4 seasons for that club. Yes, Sammy, Mahrez, fine forward, selling. But there's what they call a hitman.
Hitsman.
There's what they call a hitman in Italian mafia language and in soccer.
Agent 47.
A hitman or female, airline, Batistuta, Lima, Gedmola, Inzaghi, Dani Teroy,
Please mention our players.
Zamorano, Silas.
Yeah.
A hitman.
Talk about Rafael Martins too now.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much, Nicholas. I mean, hearing his opinions on this one, he believes Arsenal need a number 9 who is a hitman. 0700 2255 1037 09099991037 for our WhatsApp audience. Maybe you did not like to talk to us via the call lines. Yeah, we're with you on WhatsApp 0706780732 0706780732. Arsenal just won the Emirates Cup. Donald was asking Rico about it before we went on the break. And but that's what is starkly facile in comparison to what the threats they would face on Sunday. It's against Manchester City. They both vie for the Community Shield. Kayode, how much importance do you attach to the Community Shield? It is called the cotton razor in England.
Yeah, I think I think the tempo of the Community Shield a bit has reduced. Compared to the past. I think in the past it's more just like you do or die affair. For some things. But looking at the recent adventure when it comes to the Community Shield, it doesn't caught the eye. Like that. So it's more or less like you just saying a normal preseason in the fold of the new season coming on board. So these players sometimes these teams sometimes they just use maybe like fringe players, to start the game, then bring other players on board, which you not see in the normal normal season. So it's not like a preseason, like the penultimate preseason game for you, going forward into the normal season proper. So for teams like Arsenal and City that will be playing this Sunday, I won't say it's going to be a cracker, but at least at the end of the day, looking at if the two teams come to the party, it might end up to be a cracker. I remember the one Liverpool Manchester City play at some point like 2-3 seasons back. We saw the goal line clearance from Kai Walker that year. The game was interesting. We've seen some interesting matchup over the course of the years, but this one for me, looking at the pedigree at which most teams are just trying to make shift their new season. So this Sunday game might not come that huge, but if they come to the party, why not? We'll see them enjoy their game. So for me, looking at the first 11 at these two teams, my parade might not be top notch. Or maybe say if they parade top notch players in the first 60 minutes, they take all of them off and bring in the new set of players, and that might just jeopardize the whole scenario, the whole tempo of the game.
So the last 8 meetings between Arsenal and City in all competitions have gone one way.
You're bringing the start into it.
Yeah, we have to. I mean, what do you think? We should throw it away
into the Community Shield.
Yeah, it's a game between Arsenal and City, right? Mm-hmm. I'm sure fans will watch the game. Sure. Arsenal fans, I don't think any team is tired of winning a trophy, right, Donald?
Not at all.
It's in front of you. You have to win
if it's a preseason trophy, you always want to win it.
We saw Arsenal just won the Emirates Cup. Chelsea just won the Summer Series.
Won the Tiger Cup.
Yeah.
Even the Sporting Lagos as well won the Nigeria Super 8.
So it is something, although it is not on the same level as the Champions League, the Premier League, the Carabao Cup, the FA Cup, but a trophy is a trophy, and it might just give you the very best season. So for Arsenal City, last 8 meetings, Arsenal have lost. The last time Arsenal defeated City was July 18th. 2020. Donald, in light of this, do you expect something from the Gunners? Aggregate score of 21-4. Yeah.
In as much as I want to be optimistic that Arsenal are going to do something in that game, I don't think they are going to get a result in that game.
But they can get the result.
Yeah, they can get a game. They can get a result. I mean,
I think
football. Anything can happen.
I think Arsenal win the game.
Anytime you say Arsenal,
but I mean, going by their records against Arsenal,
I know that.
Going by their records against Manchester City in recent times, they haven't really covered themselves in so much glory. I mean, Pep does not pity them at all. He does not want to know the kind of competition it is. He always makes sure that he gets his pound of flesh on them anytime, any day.
You see, what Donald just said now, it reminds me of something. Talking about anywhere they meet. The last time Thomas Tuchel defeated Pep Guardiola during the Champions League final. That was when Pep Tuchel was with Chelsea.
Yeah.
Since then, even if it's just Agbole friendly, Tuchel has not even seen a draw against Pep.
Okay, we have a message on WhatsApp. Liverpool will win that league. Opo, I'm enjoying your show, Fawaz Bello. Thank you so much, Fawaz. We do appreciate your comments. Curiously enough, since the start of the last decade, that was 2010, just 3 teams who have won the Community Shield have gone on to win the Premier League that season.
City.
Yeah, and that's Chelsea 2009/10, United also 2010/11, and City in 2019. Mm-hmm. So it's kind of a bad omen when you win the Community Shield, because there's a chance that you will not win the Premier League. Yeah, I mean, Arsenal have lost just once in their last 5 appearances in that Community Shield. So, I mean, that's something for Arsenal fans. And for City, they've lost their last 2 Community Shield games. So, it says a lot. So, maybe Arsenal have a chance.
Anything can happen. I mean, it's football. I don't want to read too much meaning into the Community Shield. Like you said, it's a cutting razor. And like Kayode also said, I mean, back in the days, it used to be the Super Cup of English football, because it was obviously the winner of the Premier League and the FA Cup. And in a situation whereby the Premier League winner also won the FA Cup, they have to trade tackles with a team that actually came second in the Premier League. And that's why it is now between Man City and Arsenal. But I think in recent times,
I'd have loved City United, but United did not win the FA Cup.
I mean, it is what it is.
I want to say City Liverpool right now.
City Liverpool.
I mean, they played the last one now. Liverpool won
like
the game.
Right now because of the way Liverpool are
shaping up.
Yes.
Zobo.
Soboslai.
Yeah, Arsenal fans, you can take solace in the fact that the last time Arsenal City played the Community Shield
They won.
was August 10, 2014, 3,280 days ago. And Arsenal were victorious. Arteta was in the team. He played in that
For
game.
Arsenal.
Yeah. So it's a lot. Let's hear from this person. Otilo 0700 2255 1037 09099 1037. Hello, Arsenal City on Sunday.
Wonderful, precious.
Hey.
For I
Yes.
calling back.
Well, Larry, nice
See,
to have you
let me tell
today.
you one thing.
Okay, tell us.
You said it. I want to quote you.
Okay.
Precious.
Yeah, quote me, no problem.
You said it. You said maybe this millennium time, maybe 2010 precisely. You say they have been, playing that community shield. Most cases, those teams that won
Yeah.
it, they won the league.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, quote
Except
me.
you did not put except
Yeah.
when Arsenal won it, you didn't take the league. You understand now? So most cases when Arsenal won, they didn't take the league. The other team, when they won, they take the league. That's maybe the Paris Paso stuff there. You understand? So as a matter of fact, I think Man City will not take this community shield like ordinary
be.
thing. You understand now? Because they know they want to make a statement. You understand now? For the new season. So I don't know. Like you guys saying, football. Sometimes you just see something drastic happening.
Yeah, true.
So,
It's
but-
unpredictable.
As a matter of fact, even if Arsenal want to win that match, Thank you.
Thank you so much, Koyemi. But we do enjoy your contribution on this one. We have messages on WhatsApp. Good afternoon, bosses. Bosses Donald and Kayode. I'm just precious. I am Favor from Ogun State. Cabo Favor. I think my team, Arsenal, here, will win on Sunday. We just have. Okay, let me try and. We just have to have good luck with that shield. And Jesus' injury, I hope he can come back soon. And I just want to ask, is it a major trophy? I think if you win a trophy with a medal, it is actually counted as a major trophy. Kayode, I think you should answer the question. You downplayed the significance of the Community Shield.
I didn't hear that.
Yeah, he's asking if the Community Shield is a major trophy.
It's not a major trophy.
Yeah, thank you so much. You've heard from him. It
Let
is
me
not
also
a
add to
major
that.
trophy.
I don't think it's a major trophy.
It's not that you
because
don't think it is not.
For me, I don't think it's a major trophy. Reason being that when you look at Roberto Mancini, I think he last won the community. His last trophy won for Manchester City was the Community Shield, and interestingly, he doesn't even add it to his CV. So that's to tell that they don't even regard it. In 2013, I remember Wigan Athletic won the FA Cup for the Community Shield.
Yeah.
They barely had
Defeated City.
they barely had
Never forget.
They barely had
That was
5,000 fans in
what's
Wembley.
his name again?
The likes of Sean Maloney.
No. I mean the head coach, the former head coach of
Pellegrini.
Belgium. No. For Wigan
Martinez.
Athletics. Yeah, Martinez, Roberto Martinez. I can never forget.
Sean Maloney
Yeah.
was one of the guys that scored on
Yeah,
that day.
true. Okay, another message, or messages I should say. Well done, guys. I'm enjoying the program. We're enjoying you too. I just want to ask if City played any friendly game because I've not heard much about their preseason
played
game.
now.
Yeah, they have.
They played against Bayern Munich some couple of days back.
On City versus Arsenal, I'm giving it to City. Agba King from Abeokuta.
They played. I remember they played against Bayern Munich some couple of days back before
true.
Liverpool played theirs.
Maybe he's a City fan and he wants to know about the club. Transfer stories, Jermaine to City, Jessica Vardio, he's on his way to the Etihad. Arsenal, the last time they lost in the Community Shield was in 2005-06, and that was to Chelsea. So, Arsenal fans, if you win the Community Shield, you're probably not win the league. Let's go to the Blues Fair of London. We are not at the bridge. We are right here in the studio of Eagle 7 Sports Radio 103.7 FM. Time check, it's 30 down 3. And in the next 25 minutes, we'll be out of the studio. I don't know if Bernard wants to stay and enjoy himself with joy. More messages on WhatsApp. This guy. He says, but it's always counted as a trophy everywhere. Okay. Yeah, it's a trophy, but we are saying that it is not a major trophy. There's a difference between a major trophy and just a trophy. I mean, the major trophy is the Champions League, the FA Cup, the league, but the Carabao Cup, or the Community Shield rather, It's just a cotton razor, to prepare you for the new season. That's why you see managers go into this game. I mean, some of them with Levitians. Another message.
It's just
Good
a
afternoon.
glorified friend.
Now you sabi.
A
Good
glorified
afternoon
friend
to you
now.
all in the studio. I beg to disagree with the person saying the Community Shield is more of a preseason friendly. That's Kayode Shudamala.
I'm saying it again.
This is the Super Cup and the
play.
first title of the season. Spain has theirs, and it is not commonized. Italy has theirs, just as there is a UEFA Super Cup. It is we Nigerians that play down on that title. It is a major title. I don't know why you are always playing it down. Okay,
This
Amy
is,
from
wait,
Idiaba.
no, this
Precious.
is it. Even
Sorry, Kayode. Let me just add my 2 cents to it. I think I agree
guy
with
don't go Google.
I agree with Kayode. It's a glorified friendly, and also when you look at this game,
Somebody say you guys should stop
Yeah,
calling
saying
it
again.
no, it's a glorified friendly for me. And also, when you look at this game, it's a game whereby all proceeds are donated to
The money, there's no
community-based
money coming in,
initiatives
yeah.
and UK charities as well.
the money is
So,
not
I
coming
mean,
to the club.
Exactly.
No money. It's just like you just going there.
Nowadays,
to play for,
it's just like the NFL Pro Bowl. Audience figures are very low. Teams don't fight very hard through fear of obtaining injuries, and one can read very little meaning into the results.
even as aside that, just like you said, just like I wanted to state, and you stated that I know the money doesn't come to the clubs. This is a game that you can change almost all the players on the pitch of play. Do you have the luxury of time of doing that in the league during the course of the league season? No, it's just been increased to 5 substitution during the course of the season. Where you this like in the community sheet. Meanwhile, in the community sheet, you can change like 11 players. No, in the league. So what I now saying.
Emmy from Idiaba, Donald and Kayode from Pansheke and saying you cannot count as a major
No,
trophy.
we are just saying our own, and he's saying his own. His own
I mean,
opinion.
I'm
It's
just
our
trying
opinion.
to relate your message to him.
It's
Another
our
message.
It's our opinion.
Kilo de Otito. Good afternoon, Precious and the gang. Donald and Kayode here. Please, I want to know the updates on Kylian Mbappe. My name is Felix from Azundi. Donald, update us. Yeah.
Kylian Mbappe.
Yeah.
I mean, as it stands right now, he's still a Paris Saint-Germain player, and he's going to get his loyalty bonus. He's hell bent on going to Real Madrid. He had he declined the offer from Saudis. So basically, as it stands right now, he has been fizzled out of the team. He's training with those players that are not part of the manager's project. Talking about Luis Enrique, but then he's going to get his loyalty bonus. At the end of the day, he will leave for free. And PSG have claimed that their sources tell them that Mbappe wants to move to
We're
Real
even
Madrid.
hearing that Chelsea wants to move the heavens and go for Mbappe. But this is what it is. Another message, Emmy. Yeah, when I go drag him today, please, I'll give you Kayode's number so you can
It's
drag
about
with him on
dragging.
WhatsApp. It says, will you say the UEFA Super Cup is a minor cup? Yeah. We can answer now.
Yeah, yes, we can still say it is a minor cup because it's more or less like just bringing the champion of the Champions League and also the Europa League coming together. Now that UEFA have brought in the Conference League, nobody's talking about that. It's more or less like just okay, let's see let's have like overall winner. And when it comes to Champions League and Europa, that's it. But that one is a different ball game. It's a different ball game because it's like you being the ahead when it comes to the European league. But the Community Shield, just like we said, the money doesn't come to anybody. So we are just playing for charity.
See, Precious, even a BBC pundit, Mark Lawrenson, described the Community Shield as a glorified friendly.
Okay, wait,
back
hold on.
in 2007.
Sorry. So can
And
we
we're in
agree that
2023?
this issue of the Community Shield being a minor or major trophy depends on how you view it? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's why I said my own opinion.
Because personally, if there's a game between the winner of the FA Cup and the Premier League, that's the first game of the season. We saw the way you guys dragged Haaland for missing chances against Liverpool last season. I think it carries a level of value. Fine, it's not on the same level. It's not in the same ilk as the FA Cup, the Premier League, but to an extent.
Don't even put it on the same par with
No, I'm
the
not
FA.
putting it.
You can even can just say, okay, fine, just oppose it with the likes of the Carabao Cup. Unless
Hold on, Kaide. You say it's good afternoon, guys. I'm Eddie Mike. Kaide, wait until Spurs win the Community Shield. You will see celebration. I'm enjoying your program.
They won the
Tiger
You
Cup.
can't compare that one with the Common.
I mean, I saw the Brazilian celebrating that trophy, talking about Richarlison. He was so elated.
I mean, it's a cup. They made it for you.
It's a tray. I beg. It's a tray.
You know the Bundesliga. the representation of their trophy is a tray.
But that
But it carries value.
But
So-
we know that's their title.
So my point is that
the tray,
the
tray is a different.
So my
one.
point is that the physical appearance doesn't, or is not equivalent to the value of the trophy.
I get the point you're preaching, but what I'm
Pastor Precious,
just
I'm
trying to say is the money that is even coming from the community
it's
is
donated
taken.
to charities.
So
Okay,
what are
okay.
we saying?
Yeah.
No
That's
money
the
is
end.
coming to you.
Let's do Chelsea. Chelsea fans gather around here. Blue is the color, football is the game. Chelsea do not still unbeaten in the preseason, but Nkunku appeared to limp out of the field.
Yeah, he took a knock in that game against Borussia Dortmund. And from the reports that came from Chelsea camp, they said when they get back to Cobham, they are going to assess him in order to know how long the injury is going to take. Hopefully, it's not something serious. Hopefully, he can shake it off and help Chelsea in the new league season that is going to be starting August 11.
Wonderful. Kayode, for Chelsea, we know that Nicholas Jackson, the Ivorian, has been destroying teams with reckless abandon. You think Chelsea should go for a striker? We've heard reports linking them to Vlahovic of Juventus, the swap deal Lukaku-Vlahovic. They have Jackson, his footwork is very good. His link up with Lukaku, he looks very serious, very skillful on the ball. He can score goals, create assists. Nicholas Jackson, is it the way to go?
Oh, for me, looking at the games I saw during the preseason tournaments of some of these clubs, I saw almost all the games for City, for Chelsea, I think I saw maybe like 3 games for Arsenal, or 2 games for Arsenal, and some other clubs. But looking at that of Chelsea, vividly, looking at the games we saw, Jackson. Like before I moved to Jackson, you talked about Nkunku, getting the injury. I think that was a ferocious tackle, from the defender last night, just early hours of this morning. He was subbed off around that 22nd minute in the game. For me, that should have been maybe like a penalty or something, but the referee just overlooked that. And that
it's a friendly.
Yeah, to talk about it, to talk about that, firstly, you have to look at the pitch. The pitch itself, contributed, to one of those things. Before the game, I think a day prior to the match, there was a concert on that pitch. I think it was.
So we see these things outside Nigeria.
It was Ed Sheeran, who was doing his concert on that same pitch just a day. Yeah,
I'm in love with the shape.
Yeah, you get it. Just a
I'm
day.
not in love with the shape of the pitch, though.
Nobody was in love with it. Look, before the game, people were like they should call off the game because of the state of the pitch, but the thing just has to continue. But it is what it is. Nkunku was subbed off, but it looks like a minor one. If he comes back to England, it will be assessed and maybe he'll be fit, for the new season. And come to Nicholas Jackson, what he has done, for Chelsea during the summer series now, against Dortmund, he had, good movements, good footwork, good combination, especially him and Nkunku. They have, a chemistry, between them. And even when Modric, was subbed on, we saw a bit of, chemistry also between these guys. But for me, there's still no chemistry between Jackson and Raheem Sterling yet, which they can, work on. So for Jackson, it's like a good one coming for Chelsea. And if Chelsea can get a new striker, I'm talking about Vlahovic, why not? They just get him. It will be good because remember that Jackson will be going for the World Cup, the Nations Cup,
next year.
in January. So that means if he leaves, if Chelsea doesn't have a backup, he cannot bank on Broja, who is off injured for quite a number of months now. So if they can get someone else, to deputize, behind, Jackson and also maybe if Broja is fit, why not? It's gonna be a healthy competition, between all of them. Remember that at some point Chelsea had the likes of Drogba, Dembaba, Fernando Torres in one same team as them. Then also there was a combination of Drogba, Malouda, and Elka in one same team also. So if they can accommodate such, why not? It's gonna be healthy competition between these guys. So for Chelsea, if they can get the deal done, for Vlahovic, it's a good one.
Wonderful. Chelsea fans, would you want your team to get another striker in case Jackson goes for the AFCON or is out injured? 0700 2255 1037 090 9999 1037. Are you gleeful with respect to the performances of Chelsea in the preseason. We've seen the partnership between Enzo Fernandez and Andres Santos and Kunku is in blistering form. Jackson is doing well. Mudryk looks like he's reborn. Donald,
yeah, he looks revitalized.
Yeah.
I think,
and he's happy playing football.
That's the right word. I mean, he's happy. He feels
He's
relaxed.
around young guys
It seems
like
as if he has
Sorry?
been unlocked.
He's around young guys like him.
No. Apart from the fact
I'm just saying that he's around young guys like
yeah,
him.
apart from that as well, I think I think the way the manager is playing, the style of football actually suits him.
Poch, yeah.
It brings out his A game and he expresses himself better, and we could see that in the performances that he displays on the pitch of play.
Okay, more messages on Facebook and WhatsApp. Let's go with WhatsApp first. Jackson is good, but why a new striker again? So he feels that Chelsea should not get a new striker. This one is lengthy. Sorry if I'm dragging this issue. If you call the UEFA Super Cup as a minor cup, because according to you, Kayode, it is just the coming together of the winners of the Champions League and the Europa League to play, then the FIFA Club World Cup is not a major cup because it is just the coming together of the club champion. Hold on, let me finish. Calm down. Chill. It is just the coming together of the club champions of all the continents to play for one glorified cup. Do you know that a red card in the Community Shield rules out the player out of the league proper? You can't derail the trophy because the proceeds goes to charity. Yeah.
Yeah, just like you said, like I said also, we dream different. The way you are seeing is way different from the way I would say we cannot see it all the way in one direction.
Different strokes for different folks.
You made your points, but for me, like I said, even the FIFA World Cup, like you said, I will still not.
The Club World Cup, not
the FIFA Club World Cup.
Nancy fans will come for you this
The
month.
FIFA Club World Cup. It is FIFA Club World Cup now.
Yeah. No, you said the FIFA World Cup.
Okay, the FIFA Club World Cup. For me, still, I'll still say it's more or less like just a normal tournament, not a major one for me.
Okay, let's hear from this person. Hello, good afternoon. He's gone. Do all to call us back 0700 225 1037 090 99 and of course the frequency of the station 103, no dots, just at 7. On Facebook, this person says, okay, let's hear from this person. Fans Corner, good afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon, guys. Once again.
Good afternoon.
Polari calling back. I think
Polari.
on that, what's it called? Is it argumentative talk that we are going to
No,
say?
we're not arguing, we're just
as a matter of fact, you understand?
Yeah.
When you said the shed stuff, I mean the sheet, community sheet,
Yeah.
is not a major cup or whatever.
Yeah.
Those people playing it, they know that they are playing football, just like 90 minutes they are going to play, you understand now, and they are playing an opening, you understand now. I know what happened precisely. That kind of day is, trying to make it like a minor. It's just because of nobody sees money there. But that doesn't make it minor to me. You understand? Because there's a message that compare UEFA Super Cup. You understand? That you still say that one too is a minor because the champion of this, champion of that, they play together. And as a matter of fact, if they play that competition, the winner, they always tag in. I mean, the shirt, I mean, their jersey, that they will put a kind of logo that they will use for the whole season, making them the champion of the league, of all leagues in the Europe. You understand? So, all cups have their pedigree. That's my own opinion. You understand? That's about that.
Yeah.
On this Chelsea thing, I think as a matter of fact, Chelsea as a movement, there is not too much pressure on Chelsea. You understand? And the coach too, he doesn't have much pressure too. Even the players, you can see some players that didn't, actually, perform the last season. They are picking up the season. You understand? So we don't need much of buying as at now. Maybe in another window, we still need some maybe like striker and some other angles too. You understand? But at that moment, the competition we are having in our hands, those guys can slip ahead themselves in Kokus, the Jacksons. Even if Jackson left for maybe Champions Nations Cup or even those times, Nobody left. You understand? The Aneka will take control. So Stanley is still there. So many strikers, they want to show themselves. You understand? So even not even a top striker like the Eastman, you understand? Even without that, Chelsea has a pattern that anybody can score. You understand? So we still have some wingers that can be able to flank him. You understand? So I didn't see much pressure on Chelsea. So we are good to go this season. Thank you.
Yeah, for Larry, markedly is on up. No pressure for Chelsea. The messages on WhatsApp, I spoke about Sterling. Chelsea having the Sterling preseason games, but Sterling himself.
Looking at the game, it wasn't that.
All the games he has played is been poor.
No, it wasn't that bad.
I think since
it wasn't that
Sterling
bad.
joined Chelsea, he has been a shadow of himself.
Sterling.
I'm actually surprised that he's still a Chelsea player. With the exodus in Chelsea, I think he should have been one of those players.
No, they just got him, so it's difficult to send him away.
They just got Wesley Fofana as well, and they're willing to sell him as well.
That doesn't mean. But for me, looking at what Chelsea, what Sterling did in the preseason, I think it wasn't that bad. Even like
going by his standard, he was abysmal.
Are you sure you watched Sterling?
I saw all the games.
He's the only player. He's the only player up front that hasn't really linked up with.
He didn't even do anything. He didn't do anything.
Nicholas Jackson.
He didn't do anything up front. When it comes to, but it wasn't that bad.
In the defense, he did something.
He's an
attacker. You just said he didn't do anything going forward. So it means he was bad. If you do nothing.
He didn't do that bad. For me, during the preseason.
Nice. Let's hear from this person. This is not preseason. Good afternoon to you, Francisco United. Hello, good afternoon.
Okay, General.
Hello.
Yeah, hello, good afternoon. We are patient and kind. Yeah, we did. There's Coyote and Donald.
I greet everybody in the studio.
We greet you too. What's your name? Sunday and next Thursday.
Precious, now, this is your wife. Don't let you shine on. I see your face doesn't shine now. Wow.
My face, they shine. You didn't see me for Facebook.
I don't receive. I don't watch you live.
Oh, you watch me live. I beg, my face no shine, eh? I just be precious. But make we hear you.
So, I beg, if you say, I want to know Chelsea transfer. Get one keeper for Brighton. I beg, let me confirm. And this Casado issue, I beg.
Okay.
Let me know what will happen now.
Yeah, no problem. I understand.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. God bless you. So he said, my face is shining. I disagree. He wants to know about the Caicedo saga, Donald. Yeah.
There's still nothing concrete yet. I mean, Brighton are playing hard balls.
100 million.
100 or nothing. And Chelsea are still hell-bent on going for him.
Yeah.
I don't know. Chelsea should actually go for someone else.
Okay. We cannot go for anybody else. Hey! Come on. They ought to call us back. 0700 255 1037 090 1037. Chelsea is not our name. Our name is
Eagles 103.7 FM.
Another person with us. Hello, good afternoon to you.
Hello, good afternoon. Good evening.
Yeah, anyone. Good night. Yeah, let's hear you.
Yeah, I'm David calling from Adoka.
David, we're good.
Original David, can you hear me?
Yeah. Crystal clear, you are.
When you started this program, I don't even want to talk today, but when you started, you said something that I want to correct.
Okay.
You said that you love watching female play, like you love watching female play.
Yeah, I do.
I want to tell you that you are lying. I know that you and Donald, AY and Donald, you guys are womanized.
AY, yeah, true. AY and Donald, yeah, I agree with you. AY and Donald, yeah, true.
Yeah, you guys, you love women.
Yeah,
they do.
It's
not about football,
yeah,
it's about you and Donald, AY and Donald.
Yeah, AY and
Donald. It's only Coyote that I would say is somehow innocent. But like what I used to tell people, someone like Coyote is always going to be slow poison. So it's not that it's somehow that you don't like women. It's always doing it so secretly where nobody.
Original David.
But let me go to.
You call to criticize us that we love women.
That's a character assassination.
You
no, I just want to analyze